Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Group. Today we are going to be doing wrestling figure unboxing video, but it's going to be something a little different than what we normally do. So, I have been to Poundland. Yes, if you've seen them online lately, then you'll have seen the wrestling figures that they've been doing, like rip-offs of actual wrestlers. They are called the Mash Up Ring Warriors. So there they are, they're £2 each. So this one is called Simon the Butcher O'Gunner, which is clearly Kane. Let's have a look what else we've got. We've got Tim the Tank Donovan, which is clearly Sheamus. Let's see. Dave Swagman Studley, which is clearly Goldberg. So we have Christian Tornado Hansen, which is John Cena. These are just brilliant. I find them hilarious. We have Barry the Duke Steele, which is clearly Seth Rollins, and they've even used his white attire. Let's see what else we've got. Ricky the Mischief Bruin, this is Triple H. And last but not least, the ones that I managed to get hold of is Austin Hellfire Axel, which is Brock Lesnar. And funny enough, it's funny because like most of them are wearing ring gear that they would wear or similar to what they'd wear, but that is definitely not something that Brock would wear. And he's got grey hair and grey eyebrows to match. So that is the full set that I have managed to get from Poundland. I think there's 8 of them altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 7 of them. And so I'm going to unbox them and see exactly what the quality is like and see just how good these figures are. Like I say, £2 each. So now, like, if you've got a young kid who's into wrestling and you can't really afford to buy the proper wrestling figures, some of them can be quite expensive. So all they're going to see is what it looks like. They're not bothered about the name. But I just thought, as a wrestling figure collector, I just thought it'd be dead funny to see what it'd be like to unbox them and see. I mean, like I say, £2 each. It's worth having a look and seeing what the quality's like. So we'll start with this one, as it's already in my hands. Austin Hellfire Axel, aka the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. I mean, I don't think this dude, good old Austin Hellfire, beat going to take it somehow at WrestleMania. So let's see. They come with like weird weapons as well. Some of them are just like, why have you got that as a weapon? So that pops off dead easy. So I'll tell you what, I'll pop them down there on the floor, out the way. So you've got a chair, which sort of sets up ish. Not really well. So I mean, I suppose if you're using it as a weapon, it's not bad. Dead cheap. Some sort of like a mallet with a spike on it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe ECW rules, you might get away with that. And there we have him. Let's see, what was his name? Austin Hellfire Axel. So let's see. Oh, straight away you can see how cheaply made it is. I mean, it feels like cheap plastic in your hands. Like, look how loose that is. Like, you can just spin him round. That's how cheap it is. I mean, £2. You can't expect great quality. He's got the print on the back. So he's got, it's like his batch number, and it's done made in China. It's got Poundland written on it as well, so you can't mistake it for the actual WE Mattel figures. So I mean, like I say, it is cheaply made, but I mean, if you can't afford proper wrestling figures and your kid's into wrestling figures, then I suppose you can just get these instead. I mean, he stands up. Let's see. You can move the arms around. You move. Oh no, that didn't sound healthy, did it? You just about move the head a bit. the legs will go back and forth. So obviously they don't bend at the knee or the feet, or you can't put the arms in a different shape. But he looks like he's got a bit of a lazy eye as well. Good old Axel Brock, Hellfire, Austin Axel or whatever his name was. So yeah, obviously as you can see, very cheaply made. But for £2, I mean, why not? I mean, like say, if you can't afford to wear ones and your kids into it, especially if they're only young, I mean, to be fair, that doesn't, apart from the hair, you wouldn't really know that one was Brock Lesnar. Like say, it's not the type of gear he'd wear. But see a big massive screw in his back as well. Remember the old days of your figures, we used to get the big screw in the back. Oh yeah, I'm gone, he bends backwards and forwards as well. Look at that. So I mean, I'm going to say probably about a week's worth of playing. It'll probably be in bits on the floor, like, but it's a cheap option. So it is a cheap option if you can't afford the proper figures. So that's not too bad. I mean, as you can see, the face scan is not brilliant, is it? But there he is. So next we will look at Ricky the Mischief Bruin, aka Triple H. Bubble comes away dead easy to open, especially like say if you are getting for a young kid. There's a ladder, a tiny ladder. Oh right, okay, it's one of the ladders that you'd use to clean a window. So I mean, it does stand up, but I mean, if you comparison to a figure, that's the size of the ladder. So it's like more of a step ladder, if you like. Never knew it was a real ladder. Hey, ladder joke, step ladder. Anyway, dumbbell as well. You get a dumbbell. That's a thing. Didn't actually try with that one. Wonder whether you can actually hold these things in the hands. Oh god, I'm bending his thumb out of position. I might dislocate his thumb in the process or snap it off. I can get it in that one then maybe. God yeah, the thumb bends in as you try and put something in his hand. You do that way. Not easy. Oh, there you go. There you go. You can hold a dumbbell. So again, face scan. Obviously quite cheap. Bit of a lazy eye on that one. He's got the Poundland and the Made in China on his back with the big screw. He's actually got a H. What was his name? Ricky the Mischief Bruin, right? But yeah, he's got a H. I don't know if you can see properly. There's a very thin H on the front of his trunks, just the one. So yeah, why would he have that if that's not his name? So, but there you go. No knee pads on this one. Wrist pads again, all the same type of articulation, which is very limited. He's got the long blonde hair of the game himself. So yeah, look, don't know if you can see. If you move that, see the way his neck's now starting to separate. Like there's a big line right down. See the way it comes away. If I move that, that's his neck opening. So if you move the head around a couple of times, his whole neck's going to come off. So that is your Triple H basically. I'll move these out the way in the shower. I'm just popping them there. I'm just excited because I actually have a desk. So as soon as I figure out how to do it camera angle wise properly, well, I'm going to have a laptop soon as well. So when I get my laptop and that, it'll look a lot better. Barry the Duke Steel. I'll tell you what, I'll move them out the way now. I'll show them all again at the end. Barry the Duke Steel. So this is our Seth Rollins in his white attire. You get a chainsaw in this one, another dumbbell, and a crutch. There you have it, a chainsaw. There we go. Good old Barry the Duke. See, they haven't even come close to the names, have they? From Seth Rollins to Barry the Duke Steel. Here you go, is his crutch. His chainsaw. Bit of chainsaw Charlie there for you. Why you'd need a chainsaw for a wrestling figure is beyond me. But he has a chainsaw and a different type of dumbbell. So, like I say, it's all cheap plastic, you can tell. See, this one ain't too bad. So, like, face scan, like, I'm not a fan of open mouthed figures anyway. So he looks a bit, questionable there. I mean, all the missing really is the blonde streak, aren't they, from the front of his head. And that's the back of it again. He's got like a little silvery grey tint there to the back of his hair. I don't know whether that's intentional or whether that's just because it's quite cheaply made and the black's come away a bit. But the ring attire in this is a lot more accurate to what a Seth Rollins would wear. Obviously the white and gold from when he held both the titles of the US and the WE. So this one's not too bad. Like, I mean, if you were giving this to a kid, like say, if it's not already boxed and you were just giving it to a kid, like they would tell you that is Seth Rollins, you know what I mean? But like say, it's dead loose. You can see, again, all these, like a couple of weeks and you're literally going to be having them all in bits. But for what they are, they're not bad, you know what I mean? Poundland, £2 a figure. Like, I mean, you can't really moan, can you? Because you know what you're buying when you're buying these. So we have next Christian Tornado Hansen, which is our John Cena in his jean pants. Dead easy to open though. I do like that. Bubble pops right off. Some of them you get like one accessory with, some of them you get two, some of them you get three. There's another steel chair. You go there. You get another like mallet with spikes, same as the Brock Lesnar rip-off. I don't know what they're for. I suppose they could be like gladiators, really, couldn't they? And here is our Jonathan Cena's. See, again, you can clearly tell what they're going for here, you know, with the hair, the face even, you know, the face scan's not brilliant, it's not supposed to be, I suppose, but you can clearly tell that's supposed to be John Cena in blue jean pants. He's got a belt on, all but one, see they've got, most of them are wearing white boots, these are like got fairs, see like, it's got like fur on it, like feathers or something, on the Triple H and on the Seth Rollins one, they're the same. Brock's just got plain black ring boots and John Cena's got plain white boots, but again same, big hole in the back, the print on the back as well. You can't move him that well. To be honest, that's not a bad figure as well. I think these, so far, I think these two are the best, the Seth Rollins and the John Cena, look-alike wise. These are the best. I mean, they can't just say, oh, we just made figures and they happen to look like. You can clearly tell they've made rip-off figures of actual WWE wrestlers. So they're the first four. Next, we have Dave Swagman Studley, old Studley, the Studley boys, is Bill Goldberg. Bill, no neck, open mouth, Goldberg. So this one, you get, again, a chainsaw. After the obsession with putting chainsaws, dumbbell, that's the third dumbbell we've got now, and a second crutch as well. So, tell you what, you're going to have loads of accessories for your figures, in terms, if you wanted a weapons match, you've got that many weapons to use. Dumbbells again, chainsaw again. What's the obsession with chainsaw wrestling? And good old no neck Bill. Oh my god, that head is so loose. Look at that. Look, he's got like no, like you put him like that, he's got like no neck, but that head is unbelievably loose. It's probably because it's got nothing to sit on. I mean, if you look at the back there, there's literally no neck. There's no neck. So the head just seems to be balanced on. I mean, this is a really poor quality one. He's got his mouth open. Who's next? You're next. White trunks with a tiger on, which is definitely something that Bill Goldberg wouldn't wear. Black boots with the feathers on, again is something that he wouldn't wear. So it's another one where it's sort of like, we'll do a reference of a wrestler, and we'll make sure we won't get sued by putting him in an outfit that he definitely wouldn't wear, giving him absolutely no neck, and a terrible head. Like, it's like they just sort of thought last second, just gonna pop that on the top. I mean, like I say, you can see on the back there, there's like no neck. If you look at, have a look. Well, you can't see, because they're all really covered by the hair. But even if you look at Brock's, there's not much neck there, but look at the head shape. Like, his head goes up, his head looks like a head. That doesn't. Looks like it's just like a helmet they just plopped on. But that is our version of Bill Goldberg, which was Studley, something, wasn't it? Dave Swagman Studley. I mean, is Bill Goldberg swaggery? I wouldn't say so, would you? Here he is, our Village Goldbergs. So we have two left. So we'll go with the riff-off cane, only because the accessories are a little bit different. Well, dumbbell and ladder, but we haven't had one of them in a while. So this is our cane. It's Simon the Butcher O'Gunner. Good old Kane O'Gunner. Oh my God, that's gotta be Simon the Butcher. That's gotta be the Butcher. Simon the Butcher and the Blade Bunny. Ladder, very small. Dumbbell, again. Oh my God, they've even put the back of his hair. Look, they've even done it from when he had the, you know, where he just had the back part of his hair. Sort of like the way mine's starting to grow back. But he literally had it, like, half head of hair, wasn't it, in like 2003. So they've actually even put that on. Like you can tell this is supposed to be Kane, can't you? I mean, but why has he got, like, is it blue lips? It looks like he's got like blue lips or blue teeth. It's a bit weird. He's got red eyes as well. No, black eyes, so black circle eyes with a white dot in the middle, which is a bit odd. There you go. So he's got, do you know what, the ring gear's not that bad. I don't remember him wearing red feathery boots, but the black with the red barbed wire on it is pretty decent, to be fair. Like, again, I think you could probably pass this off as a Kane figure. I mean, obviously, to people who actually watch wrestling properly and are above the age of 6, we'll probably be able to tell you that's a rip-off Kane, not actual Kane. But I mean, I suppose, like, say, £2, give it to a young kid, they probably would play with that like it's Kane, wouldn't they? So, yeah, to be fair, like, at first, I see them more as like a joke thing. I thought, use a rip-off, use why he's releasing these figures, you're just ripping off wrestling figures. But now the more I'm opening them and looking at them, and I'm thinking more about, like, people who can't afford 10 to 15 to £20 per figure, a wrestling figure, or $6.99 for the cheapest basics. You know, £2 figure, and like, I've got, what, 7 here, it's £14. Like, that's like the equivalent to like one figure. So you could get a young kid a full set of 7 figures for them to happily play with while watching wrestling. Do you know what, the more I open these and look at them, the more I think it's a brilliant idea, to be fair. Because they're not just generic wrestling figures, because we used to get, as a kid, you used to get the cheap ones, and they were just generic looking wrestling dudes. Whereas these actually based and look like what the, you know, certain WWE wrestlers. Like, here is our, I'll just poke myself in the eye with that. How did I manage that? Tim, I shouldn't really read it like that. Tim the Tank Donovan. Good old Sheamus Donovan. Tim the Tank. Another chainsaw. That puts us on three chainsaws. Look, for a weapon that's never used in wrestling, a chainsaw. Apart from Chainsaw Charlie, but never used it really, did we? We have 3 chainsaws. I'm just going to give these all to my daughter at the end of the day. She can play with them. I'm sure she'll be more than happy with these to just play with. Like rip-offs, but I'm sure she'll make use of them. Dead loose. So this is our Sheamus. As you can tell, I mean, I think there's a bit of the colouring's come away there at the top of his head. As you can see, the 2 dots, like at the front as well, the paint job's really poor on this one. He's got his teeth half on show. His moustache is falling down the side. I just generally think that they messed up on the paint job on this figure. Not like all of them are going to look like this. I just think this particular one, just obviously it's a bit of a mess up, and because of what they are, you wouldn't really be that bothered about fixing it, would you? Red feathery boots, and he's wearing red trunks with hot on. He is hot tank. So there you have it. That is the full collection of the, what were they called, mashup Ring Warriors. The wrestling figures, £2 each from Poundland. And like I say, to be fair, they're not great, but they're not supposed to be great. They are not great quality. They're probably going to break if you're playing with them, or if you charge playing with them for like a week. They probably will break quite easily. But to be honest, for what they are, like, I was like really going, oh my god, these are terrible when I first seen them, and I wanted to get them as like a sort of a spoof, a mock thing, like a video. Obviously I was always going to do a video. It was more like a spoof mock, oh look at Poundland being rip off WE and that. But the more I open them and look at them, the more I think, you know what, for someone that hasn't got a lot of money, the kid likes wrestling, especially this time of year with it nearly being Christmas. This John Cena doesn't want to stand up. Like, it is a really good idea. I'm actually all for it now. Like, we know we're not stupid. We're not going to go out and buy all these and then stick them with our normal wrestling figures and try and pretend that they are who they're based on. But for someone who is not got a lot of money, £14 for 7 figures for Christmas times, that's 7 presents. You can't complain, can you? And they will play with them, and they will use them as you're seeing on the screen. Like, you will use, this is Sheamus, this is Triple H, this is Kane, this is Brock Lesnar, this is Goldberg, this is Seth Rollins, and this is John Cena. You will use them as they are rip-offs. Like, the name on the box means nothing once you put out the box. You're not going to remember any of the names, are you? Timmy the Tank or whatever. So, to be honest with you, they are what they are. Not fantastic, not great quality, probably lasted about a week, 2 weeks worth of playing, but do you know what? Hats off to Poundland. They give us rip-off WE figures for people that don't have the money, so do you know what? I say 10 out of 10 for effort for Poundland, because at first I thought it was just a piss take, it was a joke, it was just like a crap on WE, but now, as I've opened them, as I'm looking at them, maybe it's because of this time of year, I'm just thinking, it's a really good idea, so I'm more than happy with these as a set. So if you haven't and you want to get them, you can go to your local Poundland. I'm pretty sure they'll be in there. And to be honest with you, like, they had one of each of these on the shelves. I took one of each of them and they were gone. There was nothing else on the shelf, so they must come in like a box of 7 or maybe 8. Maybe there's no one I haven't got. And then they must just get one box. So I sold the box, and then like two days later went in, they had a whole new set on there, so you'll be able to pick them up. You can either pick them up and do like little spoof things with them, or you can pick them up and give them to your kids. Like I say, they are what they are. They're not great, but for £2, who can moan? So yeah, I'm more than happy with my little collection, and like I said, I'll probably just give them to my daughter and my son. You know, both of them can probably just play with these W wrestlers, and if they get broke, they get broke. I'm not too bothered. So there you are. So there you have it. That is the entire mashup Ring Warriors collection from Poundland. £2 a figure. So this is the Wrestling Group, and as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget, give me a like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're nearly at 400 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get there before the end of the month. And be sure to stay tuned for more wrestling related content coming your way very soon.